How did you start making money, whether it be online or offline, and how did you do it?
Tried a bunch of different business models. Like I tried drop shipping, I tried marketing agency, I tried all the ones. Like everything that the gurus talk about, I tried. I think KDP is the easiest one to start. Amazon KDP, all you have to do is you just have to use.
Today I'm with a 16-year-old entrepreneur and author, Zachary Donovan. So, for those who don't know you, can you introduce yourself and what you do?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel with like 2,000 subscribers. I make videos about writing books using AI and then selling them on the internet.
Yeah, I want to kind of go into the making money thing because I feel like anyone in our generation has probably looked it up online, how to make money at some point. So, how did you start making money, whether it be online or offline, and how did you do it?
So when I first started, I started off just reselling things on the internet. So like on eBay, I would resell like old clothes, old like collectibles, that type of thing.
Yeah.
And then eventually I tried a bunch of different business models. Like I tried drop shipping, I tried marketing agency, I tried all the ones. Like everything that the gurus talk about, I tried. And then one day I decided to try writing a book using AI. So I signed up for Amazon KDP and I wrote a book about poop using ChatGPT. Yeah, it's called 100 Poop Facts to Read on the Toilet. It's still on Amazon. And I wrote it with ChatGPT
Did
and um, the book actually sold. It sold like two copies in the first month,
okay,
surprisingly. And then I thought it was cool, and then I kind of forgot about it for like a year, and then eventually I came back to writing books.
nice. Did drop shipping work? I'm always interested. I have no idea how drop shipping works, but like,
Yeah, drop shipping, it didn't really work for me. I did it with a friend at my school.
oh, okay,
What we did was we were buying like this like glow up bunny on Amazon, and then we would like sell it on our Shopify store. And it didn't really work very well. We made some TikToks and we tried to promote the toy, but it
yeah.
didn't really go that far.
How does Amazon KDP work? Like, I know you talk about it a lot on the channel. I know how
Yeah.
you do it because I've watched your videos, but for those who don't know, what is Amazon KDP and how exactly do you make money doing it?
So basically, Amazon KDP, Amazon has a program where you can upload PDF files of books. And then Amazon will print the files for you. So like they have like a book printer. And every time someone buys your book on Amazon, that like request gets sent to Amazon servers, and then Amazon prints the book for you and then ships it out for you. So you don't have to do any of the printing for the book. You don't have to publish the book. You just have to write the book on a PDF file and make the cover and then list it. And then whenever someone buys your book, Amazon sells it for you, basically.
Hmm.
Um, and the way I do that is I write the books using AI. So most people they write the books either by hand or they hire someone to write the books for them.
Yeah.
But I use software called LitPal, and I also use other AI tools to write the books for me.
Since we're talking about that, I kind of want to ask you about that. How did you decide to build that platform, LitPal?
Yeah.
And what
Uh,
exactly is it? What exactly is it?
so basically, it's a software where you can type in like a text prompt, kind of like ChatGPT. But you know how ChatGPT is limited in how it can like write. So it can only write if you ask ChatGPT to write a book, it'll only write like 1,000 words for you. So it
Yeah,
won't actually write the whole book for you. But
yeah.
my software, what it does is it takes the AI and actually forces it to write an entire like 60,000 word book for you. So you can ask the
Hmm.
AI to write a book about anything. So you could ask it to write a book about productivity, and it could write an entire 60,000 word book based on all the books it's read before, and then write
Okay.
a new book for you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Because I've tried that on ChatGPT, and it's
Yeah.
almost like it's more like just you would have it as like a couple pages that you print off. It's
Yeah.
not that long.
Yeah.
It's interesting. How beginner friendly do you think Amazon KDP is? Like, can anyone start, or is there
hmm
better business models, I guess, online?
I think KDP is the easiest one to start. It's a lot easier than e-commerce. It's a lot easier than software. because Amazon KDP, all you have to do is you just have to use the AI to write the book, and then you have to like have some graphic design skills to design the cover, and that's pretty much it. You don't actually have to learn that many skills to write a book, and there's not that much that goes into the marketing either,
Yeah.
because Amazon actually does the marketing for you, so you don't actually have to make like the reels and the TikToks and the YouTube shorts. Because I remember when I was doing drop shipping, I actually had to like manually film and make the videos for the
Yeah.
like I'd like edit them, put them together, right? But for Amazon KDP, you don't actually have to do any of that. Um you can just list your book on Amazon, and then whenever someone searches your book on Amazon, like if yours
Uh-huh.
comes up and they buy it, you make
Yeah.
money.
And do you need inventory? Like, do they ship the books to you and then you ship it?
So they actually handle all the shipping for you. So
Oh,
you don't actually have to handle any inventory. So Amazon covers the printing and they cover the shipping for you. So basically, they have printers at their Amazon warehouses,
yeah.
like those big like shipping facilities,
Yeah.
where they actually like they track the orders for you, and all you see is like a dashboard on your computer of how many orders you received and how many books have been printed and that type of thing.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I want to go a
Mhm.
little more deeper. This is it's a little more philosophical, I guess. Not really, but
Yeah.
I feel like some people could hear that, like could hear, oh, writing books with AI, and they could think that takes away from like
Mhm.
the creativity, or
Yeah.
some people might feel like cheating. Well, what would your response be to that?
My response to that, I think that most books don't require a lot of human creativity. A lot of books that are just informational, that are like nonfiction, you don't really need to put that much creativity into it anyways. It's kind of like writing an article with AI, I think. Because like anyone
Yeah.
can write an article, but it's not it doesn't require like a master to write like a script or an article or
No.
something like that. And a lot of books are the same way. Like most, I'm sure you know this. You've probably read a lot of productivity books. A lot of them are very
Yeah.
similar, right? Like they always say,
Yeah.
like, don't give up, you got to have the right mindset.
Yeah.
They're all very similar. So, I mean, the book business, writing books is just like writing any other thing, really.
Yeah. That's true, I guess. In one way, it's like, if someone makes a video with AI, it's like you
Mhm.
can kind of tell. But I guess with
Yeah.
books or with articles, like if you search up how to do something online and you read an article, you,
Hmm.
you, you never actually care about who it's by, usually.
Yeah.
You're just reading for the information.
Mhm.
That's interesting. So like when you make the book with AI, how do you make sure it's still valuable? Like how do you make sure it's different, I guess, than
Yeah.
other books?
So there's a lot of tactics you can use to like differentiate your book from other people's books. Um, and there's ways you can provide value in the book that other people aren't like providing value for. So like you can niche down your book. So I actually have a book right next to me that I wrote with AI. It was The Ultimate Money Skills for Teen Boys. So this was written entirely by AI.
Okay,
Every
well,
page in here was written by it. Um, what separates this book from most of the make money books is that it has like a specific niche. So it's teen boys,
yeah,
but you could also write one for like teen girls, or you could write one for young adults, or something like that. So
yeah.
there's a lot of ways to differentiate your books from other people's books.
So it's just like finding the super sub niche, I guess,
Yeah.
that there's not really any other books. Because then,
Yeah. Because if you can find a niche, you can give more specific information. Because it might be harder for someone to make money on the internet if they're younger than if they're older and they have more access to that.
yeah, that's true. Moving on a little bit, you're into self-improvement, or at least as I can tell, you're into self-improvement. When did you kind of start like specifically trying to improve yourself by like reading, going to the gym, I'm assuming, stuff like that?
I probably started about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Um, when I turned 14, I wanted to start improving myself. I started watching like the YouTube videos from all the different like creators, like Hamza, those types of people.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, probably about 2 years. Uh, I've I've gotten more consistent as I've spent more time. So like I'm more consistent in the gym now. I'm trying to read more often, meditate more often, that type of thing.
Yeah.
So, with time, I'm getting more consistent, more disciplined. So,
Hmm. Meditation. I've never done it. I've never
yeah.
done it. Or like I've tried because I watched this one video of like it was by Andrew Huberman, I think. It's like how to focus longer or something. Some like thing where you had to focus on one thing for 17 minutes. Something like that. I found it so hard. I almost fell asleep while doing it. So how how do you do it? How do you meditate? What's your
I mean, I actually just started meditating.
Okay.
Yeah, I set like a 5 minute timer on my phone, and then I just close my eyes and I kind of just sit outside
Okay. Yeah.
in the forest and just try to like not think about anything. It's a little bit difficult. It is actually kind of hard to like
Yeah.
meditate because you're trying to not think of things, like you're trying to like focus on your breath, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Um, it's a little bit difficult, but
It
with
almost
practice,
makes
you
you
get
think
better.
of things. Like
Yeah,
trying not to think of things makes you start thinking of other.
exactly.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Who, I mean, like you said, you've watched videos from all the main self-improvement creators,
yeah.
but who are your role models, I guess?
Role models.
Yeah, like your main ones.
Yeah. Well, definitely my parents, my family, but like as for like self-improvement people, like YouTubers, that type of thing,
Yeah.
I would definitely say Hamza, Hamza Ahmed. He's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
I would say he's probably my favorite one to watch.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice. I never really watched him that much, but I've seen a few of his videos. Pretty
Yeah.
good. I think he stopped like 2 years ago, but I think he's back now.
Yeah, yeah, he restarted. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever um I guess in self-improvement or making money online, have you ever faced like big challenges like I don't know, you lost money doing something or an idea completely failed
Yeah. Every day.
every day?
Yeah. Yeah, I've faced some challenges before. I've made a lot of mistakes. Um, like I've overspent on advertising. Like if I want to run paid ads,
Oh yeah.
um, a lot of times I haven't like done it or set it up right, and I lost a lot of money like running
Mm,
ads that weren't going to the right people, that type of thing.
yeah.
Um, one of the main like big problems is like complacency. So like once you have something going, it's important to like keep going and not like stop.
Yeah.
Because like there's been times when things have been good and like I've made making sales, and then I'll kind of like slow down, and I'll like
Yeah.
relax a little bit. But that's not the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to just keep being focused, keep working, and then trying to build yourself, of course.
Yeah. There's not a quote. I don't know who this was by, but I heard it somewhere and it's like you shouldn't try to not to be like never happy, but you should never be satisfied. Because if you're ever satisfied, then that's where you start becoming complacent. That's where
Mhm.
you stop growing. Because you could make a bunch of money or you could have a successful life, whatever that means to you. And then, oh, I'm satisfied. Well, it's not going to last unless you make it last, right? So,
Yeah. How
so,
would you define a successful life?
well, yeah, I don't know. It's not all about money. I'm sure everyone says that, but
Yeah.
it's true. If you really think about it, it's like if you're just thinking of the money aspect, do you
hmm
really need like crazy Bugattis and stuff? And
Yeah.
I mean, for some people, like, oh, that's great. But then you also have to think, okay, well, you're gonna have to put that much work in, right? And so
hmm
if you don't want to do that, then okay, well, maybe that's not your actual vision of success. So for me, I don't know, it's like having enough on the financial side, like having enough that you're not really worried about things going wrong, um, but not too much where you have a ridiculous responsibility and you don't really feel that much freedom from it. Um, Definitely having close relationships, I think
hmm
is really important. especially these days, I feel like a lot of people's, especially their families, are just like really broken apart. So I think just keeping close relationships, having good friends, decent amount of money,
Yeah,
that's a good life.
exactly. Right.
Yeah. Coming to a close here. So what are some of your, I guess, short-term or long-term goals when it comes to self-improvement and also making money online through Amazon, I'm assuming.
Um, I want to get to a point where I can make $10,000 a month. Um, hopefully by the end of the year.
Yeah.
And then what I really want to do is I want to scale my other AI businesses. So I'm doing Amazon KDP, but I'm also I'm doing software, I'm doing other things. So I definitely want to scale those as well. There's some
Yeah.
things I'm building right now that I haven't really told anybody on YouTube about. I might announce them soon, but probably in a little while. Um, but yeah, definitely. I want to keep scaling my businesses and then going to the gym every single day, training hard, getting better.
Yeah. Yeah. I need it. I really should go to the gym more.
We all should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Hmm.
Well, last question. Where can people find you? I'll link it below, of course, everything.
Yeah. You can find me on my YouTube channel, Zachary Donovan Official. Um, and if you want, you can find me on Instagram as well with the same name.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks for coming on. And
Hmm.
thanks for watching, everyone. Go check out Zachary's things in the description and make sure to subscribe to both channels.